minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Public service announcement. I need all my Titan fans to come on down. Grab you some popcorn, grab you a drink. Titans Colosseum in the building. Yeah, not, boy, I'm in the game. Still ballin' out, never change. I be reppin' my hometown for the whole city, really knew my name. Boss talk, I don't do favors. Yeah, we signing deals with the top players. We just started this lifestyle. We be having all kind of haters. I'm a madman, they better come get me. Wanna box me in, but I'm too shifty. If they come at me sideways, I'ma stiff on me like Derrick Henry. Now listen, we're not the same. EA Sports, boy, I'm in the game. I be reppin' my city, dog. Got a Titan logo hanging on the chain. Big money, big moves. New stadium on the way. Nashville, we hold it down. We the one team that you don't wanna play. They be trying to talk down on us. I just laugh at them and I walk away. I don't tolerate disrespect. Might shoot a fade, penny hard away. Big money, big moves. New stadium on the way. Nashville, we hold it down. We the one team that you don't wanna play. We be putting in the hard work, so we coming in with all kind of skill. I be living in the end zone. My finger roll like Tannehill. What's poppin'?
Yes, sir! Welcome to the Titan Colosseum podcast, man. Hey, man, you know who I am, and you know who my guys is, man. Fellas, what's poppin'?
Man, shoot, feeling good, man. I got to see a good little interview, man, and I definitely like what I'm saying from Brian Callahan. I like his vision, man. There's a lot of stuff that I definitely said on this chat, on this podcast, man. And I'm glad to hear some of the stuff and some of the ideas that he's gonna bring, man. How very informative he is with his offense, man. So
for sure, Firestone, what's poppin'?
Man, what's good, man? It's exciting, man. We've been waiting for this, ever since they fired Vrabel. We wanted to know what the new vision was going to be, what we was going to look like, what we're kind of expecting. And, bro, this press conference today, man, it has me excited. It has me looking forward to the future. Man, I know I wasn't excited about this Vrabel fire, but, turning that page and knowing we had to get this hire right, I feel like we got this hire right. And, man, how he was talking today, man, I am excited to see the effort we're going to put out there on the field moving forward.
Man, you already know we're going to get to this two-tone business, but before we do, shout out to Moneyline Mills in the building. Shout out to Julie, Chieffer, Melinda. Hey, man, Zach in the building. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third Firestone. You know damn well I ain't about to say Lions Den Beard Collection. So you go ahead and talk to them folks about how to get that beard gang on point.
Yes, man. Today's episode, as always, is brought to you by Lions Den Beard Collection. Make sure you get your luxurious products that you need to keep your beard in a tip-top shape. Or if you're trying to start a beard and make sure it's growing healthy, make sure you get all the right products that you need to keep your beard looking healthy. So go to lionsdenbeardcollection.com. Use promo code Colosseum. Get 25% off your order. As well, this episode is brought to you by sunnysmilescoffee.com, the premium freshest roasted coffee you'll find out there. Many different flavors, all natural flavorings. No artificial flavorings at all, and they're doing free shipping right now on all U.S. orders, so you can get sample packs, or if you already know what type of flavor and origins you like, you can just go ahead and order that right off the bat. So go to sunnysmilescoffee.com and get free shipping on all your orders in the U.S.
Yo, Adam, Pete, Angela, what's popping? Thank y'all for joining us tonight. And yeah, man, while y'all, partaking in all those great products, y'all make sure y'all get on Facebook and join the Titans Army community. I'm telling you, everybody in there is A1. Outside of, our fellow fans, you ain't gonna get no foolishness out of the admins. I mean, everything is on point. They got that good structures like the Titans do right now. So y'all make sure y'all go join the Titans Army on Facebook. Oh God, here I go on Facebook.
Wow.
Sound like one of them old timers now on Facebook.
That man said face group.
I'm
That
getting
lets you know you
old,
getting old.
man. God dang it, I'm officially an old head.
Go check them out on my book.
But man, we're gonna go ahead and get to the two-tone business. Not much, but it's a lot. But we're gonna go ahead and get to the first line of business. Brian Callahan speaks with the media for the first time as the Titans head coach. And my quick thoughts, I loved it, man. It's so much that he said that, it was a breath of fresh air today. And before I get into, all of my thoughts, I'm gonna let my guys talk about it first, man. Starting with Five Star, your thoughts on Brian Callahan's press conference today?
Man, I was excited. We was kind of didn't think this was gonna come to the end of the week, so it came a little quicker than we was expecting. So I'm happy about that too. Appreciate y'all Titans organization for that as well. No, man, it was a fresher breath air. But man, first off, too, can somebody make sure his tie is right next time? This man is up there about to do this first press conference, and nobody gonna tell him his tie's a little loose off to the side and all this stuff. Like, man, make sure the dude was on point. I mean, I saw TD's picture of him. He had his sock game on point and everything. Tie was on point.
He needs some Jordans, man.
No, man.
They gonna get
Red can keep him laced.
Yeah. But no, man, it was good to hear him talk about things and break down and kind of see what his vision and what he's going to do and his understanding and his football IQ. Because you get speculations, you get to see some of the podcasts. I know I was going back researching, seeing some of the podcasts he's done in Cincinnati for their area and their community, and seeing how he was taught. But just to see how he was talking about, at him being at the head of the realm and taking control and what he's wanting to do and the things he kind of broke down and how success was. So I was excited about it. And as I started to listen to him too, like we keep talking about, offensive line and wide receiver in this first round, it's like, this is a guy that knew how to adapt, even though I know Will Levis ain't Joe Burrow, 9 sacks, they still win games. So they could figure that out. And this is a guy that, like, we went and got hired. This is a guy that was on a Cincinnati team that knows how to beat Kansas City in Arrowhead. He knows about Cincinnati, so he'll know how we can beat Cincinnati in the playoffs. So this is a guy that I'm the more I dive into, I've been more excited about, and I'm just ready to see what type of offense we put on the field, because we're going to be a passing offense now. It's going to be a little bit more exciting on the field. It's not going to be that boring old smash mouth football no more. It's going to be exciting.
Yo, shout out to Sportstacular for the super chat. Hey, you already know Sportstacular. We appreciate it very, very, very much. And our thoughts on them requesting to interview the Ravens DB coach for our defensive coordinator position. Man, I love it, man. I mean, shoot, if you want to build a champion, you got to go get the resources from, the championship caliber teams. And I know that, the Ravens, they're chasing that championship with Lamar right now, but, they have a championship pedigree. And this is a damn good defensive back coach. I mean, you see how, the Ravens secondary play. I mean, they are aggressive as hell. They will press you. They don't care about, your weapons up out there. They're going to press the hell out of you, and they're going to blitz the hell out of you. So I love it. And Callahan actually kind of talked about, what he likes in a defense in his press conference today. He pretty much said that, he likes the type of defense that and I'm paraphrasing, but he likes the type of defense that gives him a challenge or whatnot. And, by them requesting to interview the Ravens DB coach for the DC position, and right there lets me know that he's looking for a defensive coordinator that's going to be on the attack.
Yeah, bro, because he's had to strategize against some of these guys for defenses. And like he said in the press conference, guys that made it hard for me to do what I want to do on offense, that's how I want my defense. Because if it makes it hard for me, then I know it's going to make it hard for other teams. And that's what I was kind of happy about. And I'm excited about if we go after, the Ravens DB coach, because for me, it's like, all right, we got one of the best offenses in the AFC that's been showing that it can compete with KC and it can win playoffs. And then here's a defense that we know has been able to stop teams, rattle up teams, and they didn't have to have star powers. Outside of Marlon Humphreys, name me a DB on the Baltimore Ravens.
Man, you got Hamilton up on there.
Hamilton, that's the only one I can think of.
He's a damn good guy, but I mean,
they all perform like stars, and yet that DB,
yeah.
it's where it's like the Legion of Boom, but yet it's guys just doing their job. So obviously he knows how to get the best out of the players, even if they're not the top tier of the players. He still knows how to get top tier talent out of them and the best of their ability. So that's what I'm excited about. Brian Callahan looks like he can get somebody that's set up and set players up to succeed and be better and know what they want. And then if we can go get somebody from that Ravens defense like that DBs, it looks like he can get people elevated too and get the best out of players as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna definitely agree with both of y'all on that, man. I definitely like that Ravens defensive coordinator. I mean, DB coach, man. And I think what he brought for the Ravens DB room, man, is what I want on mine. And that's exactly how I want my DBs playing, man. And I hope he gets the opportunity. Hopefully, he is the guy. But obviously, I did listen to Brian Callahan's his press conference. He did say he was gonna take his time on the DC job. Like he's gonna make sure that he gets the right guy, and So far, man, I do like what Brian Callahan's vision is. I ain't got a chance to speak on the actual interview itself, so I'm gonna speak on that. I do like. He was a little bit nervous at first when he started shouting out people. I was like, man, he kind of nervous, bro. This, that, and the other. But when he got to the football talk, I see why he got hired. You know what I'm saying? Like the man's IQ, was out this world, especially when he got to speaking about offense, man. He was speaking about everything, pass protection, what the quarterback needs to read, the way the running backs need to run. He need what type of wide receivers that he want. I see why Rand Carthon really liked this guy. And Rand Carthon, I could just imagine him and Rand Carthon trying to put these puzzle pieces together. And the one thing that caught my eye, and I said it in my in the group chat when I was in, man, is that he said that if it takes for me to run the ball 30 times to beat the team, I can do that. If it takes for me to pass the ball 55 times to beat the team, we can do that. If we had just got to win this game off defense, we can do that. The fact that he's able to adjust and it's not sticking to one game plan the whole entire game, it got me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, that Houston game that I went to, man, it just pissed me off, bro. I don't want to see this shit no more. I don't want to see this shit no more.
Either of those games, I don't want to see that shit anymore. I don't want to see the Titans going out there losing to anybody's JV team, and I don't want to see the Titans go out there and miss one play and all hell breaks loose. So yeah, I definitely agree with you right there. But man, let me go ahead and get some of these shout outs, man, because we done got some more people in the building with us, man. Shout out to my guy Randy Cherry, man. What up, Randy, man? Appreciate you joining us tonight, dog. Got Rasheed Jenkins in the building. Shout out to you, bro. Got Jordan in the building, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about it, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. But we got to get to the foolishness too.
Hold on. Before we get there. Now, because the comment came up too. I just want to know how Eric. Now, where'd it go? I was wanting to say something about emotional. But how was y'all feeling about him getting emotional? Because I know some of the fan base tore J-Rob apart when he got emotional after the playoffs lost. But for me, it was kind of like a fresh air because it kind of showed the passion he had for football and the appreciation he had for other people. It felt different than J-Rob's tears, but it just kind of, for me, it seeing that when it first came up, that almost made me like him even more at the get-go because it showed that like we actually got somebody that truly cares about football, and not only cares about football, he has people that he's trying to make proud with this too, not just the organization, not just the players and all that stuff. He's he's actually trying to get he's trying to make his dad proud. He's trying to make those other people that taught him all along the way and try to make them proud and all that stuff. So, man, seeing that, I was happy to see that, but I always want to see y'all's opinion and how you think the fan base is going to actually receive that.
Man, for what I've seen, the fan base took well to it. The first comment I seen about it was from my guy Tyler Rowland. Y'all make sure y'all go watch Locked On Titans podcast every day, man. Content is free as hell, so y'all make sure y'all check out Tyler, man, on a daily basis. But he said he loved it. I mean, and I loved it as well. I mean, just pure, genuine passion. You can tell that they made him feel like family the first time he talked to him, and Amy even said it as well. I mean, she talked about, the chemistry that Brian and Rand had off the bat. And she said it. She said they wasn't going to let him get out that building without a deal. So, yeah. I mean, they knew what they wanted from the jump, and they went and got their guy. And they guy sincerely wants to be here. Hell, he even said that he wants to make Nissan Stadium the most feared stadium in the league, man. If that don't get you so fucking pumped, man, I don't know what else will, outside of actually going out there and doing it.
Yeah, and man. I know. Go ahead.
No, I would say, man, as soon as if we have another game like we did against the damn Falcons, if that's a normal for us, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like the bombs, touchdown passes, all this, bro, we're gonna be lit. Cause the Falcons game, we were turned, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, y'all were down there living life.
Yeah, bro, that shit was popping. From watching it on the TV, you could tell it was different than other we've had before, bro. That shit was jumping. It was live.
Bro, it felt so different because it was like, bro, we found a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, while we were just so happy, we was like, this quarterback good. Like,
bro, it was lovely to see. But I know this too. What Brian said in this too, in his media, was one of my big question marks that I had coming into this. Like, can Rand sell him on this? Now, whoever coach is going to have to come in, Rand's going to have to sell him that he can do what he needs to get and accomplish. And that's one of the things Brian said is like, once I was talking to Rand, we started breaking down stuff. Rand sold me on his vision. Rand sold me on So I was like, okay, so Rand does know what he's doing because it's just beginning. He can sell himself, because just because you know what you're doing also don't mean you know how to sell yourself to other people too. That's two different aspects. So now we know that he can sell himself, and we know that now Amy's not afraid to put all the bells and whistles out. We saw how they recruited D-Hop coming in. They didn't really recruit Rand this same way, but now we see this head coach. We see you recruiting, you find out the private jet, getting them in, charter bus coming in, family whole thing, trying to make that a scene. I can see that you're trying to make this Titans organization a more family-friendly organization. So I can see why you wanted to move on from Vrabel and take this narrative too, because I can see that that's what you're trying to make this be, and that's perfectly fine. So, but it was good to see though that Amy knows that when we got a guy that we believe that we want, we're gonna pull out all the stops to make sure we go get this guy.
Yeah, man. It ain't no more sizing motherfuckers up at the door and shit. No more shaking their hand all hard, hitting them on the chest, seeing that they can take a lick and all that foolishness. Nah, man. When you step inside that facility now, man, it ain't nothing but love. But man, we gotta get to the foolishness, man, because Jesus Christ. The Titans, they just been dropping bombs all week long, and we gonna keep it on today. We gonna get to the foolishness from yesterday. But as y'all seen, when we first started off the show,
T-1 minute.
I was trying to play
T-1 minute.
Y'all see the famous quote up there from today from Rand Carthon saying that they don't hunt at the same time, they hunt together. And I took that as a shot at Vrabel.
That was a
I don't know
shot.
how y'all feel
That
about
was
it,
a
but
shot, bro.
it was most definitely a shot at Vrabel because all we heard throughout, this whole thing was how Vrabel didn't. There we go. We got it up there properly now. But all we heard throughout this whole search was how they wanted somebody that was willing to work well with others, and then the reports out there that Vrabel didn't want to collaborate, that he wasn't with all the analytics and all that type of stuff. And Rand, he took his shot. I don't hate him for it at all because of the simple fact of this is where we are in the NFL today. I mean, all this, I'm the boss and this and that shit ain't, a thing anymore with teams. I mean, you see guys legitimately working together. Yes, one may have the title of head coach, one may have the title of DC, but DC or OC, whatever, GM, I mean, they all got titles, but they carry many different responsibilities. And we're gonna start it off with RJ, man. I know you pretty much agree it's a shot at Vrabel, but I just want to get your thoughts about what you expect to see going forward with Rand and Callahan looking like they locked in.
I think there's going to be a overall vision now. Now it just seemed like when Vrabel and J. Rob were together, it just seemed like somebody was pulling the strings, and somebody else had to kind of just sit back and just let them do all the work. When it seems like with the Rand Carthon and Callahan, maybe they haven't got any players yet, but I think moving forward we're going to see players that make sense, that fit a specific scheme that they both agreed on to get. Moving forward, and hopefully this collaborative thing that Amy's preaching, is going to get us to where we're trying to get to. And yeah, it most definitely was a shot. That was a shot. Clear as day. That just shows you right there. There was some problems between Rand Carthon and Vrabel, and they're not going to come out and say it, but like they had a lot of disagreements. They had a lot of disagreements. You could tell.
Yeah, and I'm not sold that it's only a shot at Vrabel neither. Like it's definitely a shot at Vrabel, but I think that's one of those, I don't think that's a handgun AR shot. I think that's a shotgun shot, bro. That's for a lot of people, because you're also got to realize some of those scouts that's in the room that are still on this roster are still some of J-Rob scouts. A lot of those scouts still in that room are still J-Rob scouts. So, yeah, that's a shot that too, but I think that's a shot to the organization as in total, that there's still some people in there that are still, J-Rob, Mike Vrabel guys. And it's, hey, just because I got you looking at somebody and evaluating somebody don't mean you're evaluating them how I want you to be evaluating them. Maybe you're not looking at certain players as serious as I want you to be looking at. So it is a big thing. And I love that quote too, bro. Hunting at the same time don't mean we hunting together. And that's a damn fact. It sounds like
a damn good quote.
Sounds like one of them was looking for bucks and the other was looking for ducks. And it's just not how it's supposed to. It's not going to work. So, nah, man, I'm excited moving forward to see what Brian Callahan and what Rand Carthon could put together for the Titans, man. So, but it was definitely a shot at Vrabel, but I don't think Vrabel was the only one. I think he was taking some other shots as well.
Yeah. I mean, he most definitely sound like he was trying to clear a room out with that one right there. But at the same time, I think he genuinely admit that as well. Like he wants to work alongside of the people that that's there with him on the daily basis. I mean, Rand doesn't have that type of attitude that I'm the boss, y'all listen to what I got to say. Nah, he leans on the people in the building that's around him for for advice, for help, for whatever. I mean, shoot, you got all them scouts there. I mean, you listen to your scouts, see what your scouts got to say, and if you got multiple scouts saying like, look, you really need to look at this dude right here. I expect Rand to go and see about that dude. Same way with the coaching staff or whatnot. I mean, if the coaching staff comes to Rand and was like, you know what, we really liking this dude, is there any way we can make it happen? I expect Rand to do that. I mean, this isn't the old Titans to where, whoever can say they like a dude and, they say, oh, okay, we'll take a look at him and then go get the completely opposite dude. But
hey, come on, if you're gonna say it right, man. This ain't Amy's Daddy's NFL no more. That's
yeah,
the sound.
I mean that's what it is. I mean this ain't her dad's NFL anymore. I mean it's a new day in Nashville, man. I'm excited about what the future brings, and
I'm ready for the draft, man. That's what I'm ready for, dude. I'm ready for free agency in the draft, dude. Like, golly,
Let me say this as well, though, man. I gotta put that out there. I said it the last show, but guys, I mean, this thing, it may get ugly before it gets better because Callahan talked about his time with the Bengals today as well, and I know everybody likes to think that the Bengals just, up and went to a Super Bowl overnight. Nah, they went through 2 losing seasons to get to that Super Bowl. So, I mean, a turnaround can happen quick, but keep it in the back of your mind. Like, this is a rebuild. It could definitely get ugly before it gets better.
Yeah, it's definitely rebound. I'm not even finna get my hopes up about this season, man. I just want to see them get the most out of a bad roster. That's what I was looking for this season, but I don't think we got there, And this year, I want to see them get the most out of a bad roster. I want to see somebody be better than what they actually are. You know what I'm saying? Like playing better than what they actually are, as I'm looking at it. So.
Yeah, and to add to that too, it's not just a rebuild for players too. Like we might have to let Brian Callahan have some time to get some position coach in here. There might not be the guys he wants available this year to fill some positions he wants, and then next year some guys might get fired to be able because like it don't look like he's going to be able to pull too many coaches from that Bengals staff. It looks like a lot of them are going to stay around and say there was Zach Taylor. So even though it's up to him to bring in some coaching staff, it might take him some time to get some people in because there are so many teams looking for coaches this year that have to fill coaching staffs as well. So that's going to be a competition as well for him to have to do. So it's not only a rebuild of players, but it's a rebuild of a coaching staff too in a time where a lot of teams are rebuilding the coaching staff as well. So it might take some time for him to get maybe some of these skilled position coaches right, or even maybe get his offensive coordinator right.
Let me throw this question out there to y'all as well, because I pretty much feel like, the old coaching staff, I mean, those guys are going to get wiped away. But if it's any guy on the past coaching staff that could possibly stick around, who would you pick?
Give me Charles London.
Charles London, I like that choice. I think Charles London did a good job with Will Levis this year. I can't count Malik in there because Malik is who Malik is right now. I mean I just think this system isn't going to be right for Malik. Malik needs to be in that, hell, I can't even call it a Baltimore type of offense anymore because Baltimore ain't even running this shit no more. But, Malik needs to be in a unique situation to where, you may get to see the best version of Malik Willis. And, Tannehill's kind of in the same boat, even though he's a way more polished quarterback. He is who he is at this point of his career. I mean, he's probably on the brink of retirement, but you saw the progression in Will Levis this year, and Charles London, he gets a ton of credit for that. So, if they were to keep anybody around, I would say keep Charles London around.
What do you think about Chris Harris?
Chris Harris, He been getting some looks at some DC positions, and he was even getting looks last year. So I mean, he could be one of those guys that could, get a defensive coordinator job this year. I mean, who's to say hell he don't get the defensive coordinator job here? I mean, we don't know, but I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to having Chris Harris around because of the simple fact that we know who was running the defense and we know what the hell they love to do. So everything I heard about Chris Harris coming in last season, it don't match what them guys were doing while they were the DC. So yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to Chris Harris.
Yeah, I think that's really about the only two. There's not too many coaches on this staff, honestly, I want to see return. Just time for a clean slate. It already feels that way. This feels like a different Titans in a different way that we've gone ever before in our history, even as Oilers. So it just feels like new slate. Like some guys might be able to stick around, but not many. We just need to turn the page. Go ahead, get people out, get people in, show us how we're actually trying to build. You know, it's that phrase. Like sometimes when you go into the industry, getting somebody that's been doing a trade for so long is sometimes not as good as getting somebody that's new that you can teach in the trade because they've already formed bad habits rather than teaching them how you want done. Because then you're constantly arguing, well, I've done it this way for so long and it works. Well, I want you to do it this way, and this is the way we're going to do it. So sometimes it's just time to move on. We're at that point now. Go ahead, clean house completely. Let's get some guys in here, teach them fresh up of how we're wanting to start doing things now moving forward as this new page is being turned.
Facts. But yeah, y'all ready to get to the other part of the foolishness?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think we done touched on just about everything from the press conference today. So yeah,
I could just listen to Brian Callahan talk football all day, bro. Like,
man, I'm telling you, dude. I mean, that man right there, man. He knows about hell. He's an NFL lifer, like they call him or whatnot. You know, his dad, well respected coach for many years. So, hell, I mean, that's all he knows, football. I mean, sure, what do you expect?
it looks like you could tell when people genuinely love talking about something, and he genuinely loves talking about football because he just breaks it down and was just like you said earlier in the press conference. You could tell he's nervous, but once they started talking about football, oh, he got comfortable, bro. He's
that's why it's like, man, he was like, because when he first started talking, I'm like, bro, this is our coach, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I was thinking in my head when I was looking. I'm like, bro, like, this ain't no good first impression. Why you stuttering, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, y'all think he was nervous? I think that's when he started getting choked up.
Yeah, I think he realized up there and getting up. I don't think it was nervous, but yeah, I think the emotion started to get to him. That you try to compose yourself, but you got up there and realized, thanking all these people, this is like everything. Finally, I think everything finally hit him in that moment when he's standing in front of that presser and he's like, "Oh shit, okay, this is surreal. This is real. This is really happening."
It took about 10 minutes, but after the first 10 minutes, bro, I started to see his personality and who he really is, you know what I'm saying? And how smart, how much of a, you know what I'm saying, up here, he has it up there, man. Like, really, really well. Like, he's very smart, very articulate, the way he speak about offense. And this shit really blew me away. Like, I'm like, bro, he know his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm just excited, man, because I know we got some pieces on this team, and I've been preaching it, man. We got talent on this offense, dude. We need the right coach, man, to bring it out these players, man, and hopefully he's the guy. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Now.
And he's talking about players, reach out to him, so. But he had me ready to run through a wall, and I ain't even in the locker room. So
yeah, man. You seen what he said about the blocking, right? He said blocking is more so a whole team thing. It ain't just a one person thing,
Right.
Yeah, because he was talking about like we need to get more talent, this and that. And he's like, yeah, but then at the end of the day, it's still this and that. And that's like, I love hearing that because cool, it is. Yeah, you got to have players, but two, at the end of the day, it is those players executing, and you got to have depth too, and you got to make sure the backups know what they're doing because at any given time they got to step up. So it's not just you got to get a good Hall of Fame player or generational talent like Joel. Even if you don't have Joel, you still have to have somebody that knows and how to teach them how to block, and that's what I loved about that too.
Man, they going in the comments, man. Hey, shout out to everybody watching tonight, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. Hey, we finna get to part 2 of the foolishness. It's finna get turned up now.
Oh, Lord, it's about to get real good.
Man, look, man. When I woke up yesterday morning, man, I mean, I got hell of a notifications and, guys, tweeting at me or whatever. Like, man, did you hear what Wesley Wood you just said? I was like, Jesus Christ. Let me see. Before I could even get to what he said, I see the damn quote from Amy. This is not my dad's NFL. What the hell is they on today? Like, fuck up out of bed and choose violence or something. I'm like, it seemed like everybody was on one yesterday, man. But man, Wesley Williams, he is not a Mike Vrabel fan. And back a couple years ago, he put out there that Mike Vrabel took the play calling duties away from Dean Pease in the AFC Championship game against the Chiefs. Well, he elaborated on that situation yesterday on the Ramon Kalen Will show on the 104.5 The Zone. And he said something that, stood out. And he pretty much said that him and the guys was at a point with Mike Vrabel to where they were questioning whether they wanted to win the Super Bowl because they felt like if they did, his ego would get out of hand. And man, Firestone itching up over there. And we said we wasn't gonna get Firestone turned back up. But here comes Wesley Wood, your ass. God dang it, flaming Mike Vrabel up again. And I actually thought about Firestone when I was listening to his interview. I was like, damn, we finna have to talk about this shit on the show. And god dang it,
I love it.
Angelica is. Firestone is back at
I love it.
God damn it, so Firestone, talk your shit.
But I was just like, you can say what you want because Wesley's been saying this, I guess, for some time now. Here and there, but it's like, bro, like it was the wrong timing for me. It's like we just hired a new coach. Like let's turn the page. Let's talk about Brian Callahan. Let's not just go jump and talk about Vrabel again. You had these past couple of weeks. Say all this stuff. That's the time. Go ahead. Go say all that stuff now. Don't wait now that we go get a higher coach and then dim the light now off of Brian. And now we got to talk about Vrabel again and all this. You've been saying this shit since you left the locker room. You ain't been in the locker room in 4 years and you're still saying the same shit, crying about the same. You slowly, quietly disappeared after leaving the Titans, but yet you're still complaining about Vrabel. And the thing that truly irked me the most and pissed me off was how you gonna sit there and say, oh, we thought about not winning the Super Bowl because we didn't want to inflate his ego. What type of stupid, nonsensical shit is that you're gonna sit there, oh, we're not gonna win a Super Bowl because somebody's ego might get inflated? Bro, there's players in the locker room next to you that is going to win a Super Bowl and start thinking that they're better and start having that shit happens on any team when somebody wins a team. But guess what? Karma in life will smack that ego back down when it comes to the time. But if you're going to sit there and say that you was sabotaging the team and not playing your best and giving your best effort on the field and the best effort for the man to your left and to the right of you because you didn't want to win a Super Bowl to inflate somebody else's ego, that is so nonsensical to me. And there's a reason why you ain't in nobody's damn locker room because you was self-sabotaging shit in the locker room, just not trying to win a Super Bowl because of somebody's ego. That shit's unreal to me, bro. I don't understand. You can say what you want. And I like about Vrabel, he said a lot of things. I don't honestly care. That's the thing that sticked out the most to me. How the hell you gonna say we was not trying to win the Super Bowl because we didn't want to play his ego? That's just, bro, how can you say that and tell me you're a competitor at heart? Bro, Noel and Bradshaw didn't get along. They hated each other. But did either one of them say, I didn't want to win a Super Bowl because I didn't want the other one to play his ego or make him great? No, the competitor in them wouldn't allow that. The competitor in them want to go win a Super Bowl. So it's like that phrase right there said more to me about Wesley Woodard in that moment than anything else. I was like, I can see why you was having the career that you was kind of having. It's like, that was just aggravating to hear. He could say whatever else he want to say about Vrabel. I don't care. That shit could be true, not true, how he was handling shit. I don't know. But he also ain't been in the locker room in 4 years. So everybody involves and change over time. So how much shit that was Vrabel doing in year 1 and year 2 of his coaching as he was doing at year 5 and year 6. Even Luwan and them said he came in a little too hot at the beginning and he had to change some shit up. So I don't know. It's just like, it felt like an ex coming back up saying shit after you and your nerve girl broke up. And they're like, see, I told you he wasn't shit. And it's like, man, bro, like we already moved on. We already talking about Brian Callahan now. Now we got to come back and talk about Vrabel's ass again. Like, have AJ Traylon Burks again with this damn coaching situation.
RJ, talk to him.
Okay, man. Look, first off, man, I'm gonna take my man Rusty Woodyard's word, man. He was a tough Titan here, man. You know, he helped turn this thing part of the turnaround. He's also won a Super Bowl ring with the Denver Broncos, man. So he's very qualified, you know what I'm saying, to know what a Super Bowl locker room looks like, man. Man, I don't know, man. He started confirming little things about that I said about Mike Vrabel, man, throughout these past 2 years, man. And just, man, that ego, man, it rubbed people the wrong way, man. He was doing a lot of things, stepping on toes, man, that he shouldn't have been stepping on. And one of those was the great Dean Pease, man. I think he did Dean Pease real dirty, and it's sent a bad message to that locker room, man. Especially right before we play Kansas City, man. We had just shut down the Baltimore Ravens, man, and we're gonna play Kansas City to get to the Super Bowl. You gonna embarrass this man in the meeting room, bro? Like, I ain't like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you should do that. You know, you should never demean none of your coaches in front of the players. You know what I'm saying? That if you're gonna do something like that, you need to go take it between one-on-one, man, and do that. You know, and listen, Woodyard, man, he has no reason to lie, man. He also gave Vrabel his props. He said Vrabel did a good job while he was here, man. But he said there's some things that he needs to work on moving forward, man, if he's gonna want a head coaching job. And as you can see, Vrabel doesn't have a head coaching job. He can't get it one, man. Like,
I don't know if I can't get one, but bro, you gotta vacate. Bro, like we said in the group chat, Vrabel's getting paid regardless if he's a coach for the next 2 years or not. Now, as Titans fans, we should be praying he gets a job, because if he gets a job, we don't have to pay him. We void out the contract. They take over contract. They pay him. If he don't go get a job, Titans are on the hook for his contract. So we'll be paying for 2 coaches next year. So what's in the rush? Fuck it. I'm going to go take a paid vacation. Why is there a rush for me to go to a team I might not want to go to, or a coaching situation I feels right? I ain't got to get a job, bro. When you take a year off paid vacation and make NFL coach money, I sure would.
They got 2 more chances, man. Right now, Seattle's open and Washington. We're gonna see if he gets in one of them two coaches. Washington's probably gonna get Ben Johnson, though. I think that's who their guy is. Well, now Seattle. I think they could hire Vrabel. I feel like Vrabel is a fit there because, man, they just get another coach that's in the win. Because I think Seattle's in win now mode, and I think Vrabel's a win now type coach. I think Vrabel could fit in there, you know, and the other. But I look at it like this, man. Like we was talking about in the group chat, man. These owners are talking, bro. You don't think these owners done asked about Vrabel to Miss Amy? Of course, Miss Amy know all the owners, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They have owners meetings. She got numbers, man. She called Jerry Jones if she want to, you know. Yeah, they didn't ask her about Vrabel, man. They want to know the pros and the cons of him. Yeah. Another thing is, man, like, bro's gotta have to learn structure, bro. Like, you can't just be asking for all this power and you ain't got no ring on your finger, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta win these franchises a ring before you could even ask for full roster control, man. Like, a couple winning seasons ain't gonna do it, man. Especially not in those damn Seattle. You can't do this in Seattle, bro. They market way bigger than ours, you know. So,
bro, I just don't see him being in a rush. And now with what teams are left, because there was some good coaches coming out here in this pool. And if you're not too rushed, and Vrabel didn't look rushed at all, and what we've seen, none of the Zoom interviews, he just went straight.
Hold on, bro.
Let him go.
Let him go. Let him go.
No, he ain't getting no acknowledgement.
Miss Amy, the worst owner in the league.
No, he ain't getting no acknowledgement, man. If we're gonna acknowledge somebody, we're gonna acknowledge a real one, man. Randy been wanting to know about our thoughts on the draft. I'm gonna get to our thoughts on the draft in just a second. when I get done throwing my little 2 cents out there about Wesley Woodyard and the foolishness or whatever, but we ain't acknowledging no motherfucking trolls around here. So yeah. Anyway, go ahead. But he fought with Firestone, so and he watching tonight. So salute to him. Salute to everybody in the chat tonight, man. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. So my thing about Wesley Woodyard is he ain't lying about Mike Vrabel. I mean, you may feel how you feel, but you ain't gonna call him a lie. And at the same time, I mean, he only played a year or two under Mike Vrabel or whatnot. So, he was there for, Mike Vrabel, the rookie head coach, the coach that was still trying to, find his niche or whatever, trying to figure things out. And, he may have caught some bullets. It ain't no may. Hell, some of them vets, they caught some bullets in the process. Like D. May said this morning, on 102.5 the game. I mean, I understand what Vrabel was trying to do. I mean, you trying to set a standard in that locker room or whatever. And he even talked about, his time with, I think it was Harbaugh, his time with Harbaugh or whatever. He said they would be, going at it in practice, talking back to each other, but after practice, they talking about their families and all that type of stuff or whatever. But I wouldn't completely dismiss what Wesley had to say. Sure, he feels some type of way about Vrabel, but at the same time, he only told the truth about what he saw at the time, what he noticed, and he even gave him credit for being a good coach. He even said he gives Vrabel, an A for, the job that he done or whatever. So I think it was just, harsh but fair criticism. I see people talking about, LeJuan them don't say this. Vrabel got his guys or whatever. I mean, shoot, that's just about every coach, though. Every coach has their, favorite guys or whatever. But
I mean,
go ahead.
It's not even just that. It's just for me, it's just like, bro, it's been 4 or 5 years now you've been in a locker room. Yeah, what you might have been saying is true at that time. And I'm not saying you're lying, but I'm saying at this point, you're outdated of a source. That's like us taking a source from a credit for somebody that worked at a company 5 years ago telling us what they're doing right now. You can't know. You can tell us what they was doing 5 years ago, and that's still creditable. But it just seems like, again, it was just like you're coming out trying to attribute year 1, year 2 to what year 5, year 6 happened for Vrabel. And your points are still valid for year 1 and year 2 when you were there, but you're trying to act like that's the reason why 5 and 6 happened too. And it just felt like it's just, bro, you've been saying this a while now. It's just like you just want to continually talk bad about Vrabel over and over and over again for these years. And it's like you say what you wanted to say, but it was just like another opportunity to, let's go talk about this guy. And then like you said, but I still give him, hey, he was doing all this. I didn't want to win a Super Bowl for him, but he's still a good coach. And I still give. It's like it's contradicting here. Why did you have to come out here to say all this stuff, slander and bad about how you didn't want to win a Super Bowl for his ego, but also you grade him with an A for coaching, and he's a good coach. And so it's just like a lot of things I just feel is they might be saying some things, but are being truthful, but some things feel like they're just saying shit to get attention and get clicks and to get viral content to say about some things and kick a guy down while they're down. And it might be, but like I said, bro, he ain't been in that locker room in 4 or 5 years. So was some of those same things still going? I don't know. I want to hear from somebody that's more current in the locker room now that would let us know if those same things that was happening in year 1 and year 2 was happening in year 5 or year 6. And I'm not saying it wasn't, but it's like people's like saying, like, see, this was going on this. And it's like, Woodard is talking about year 1 and year 2 of Vrabel's career. And I'm not saying he's wrong about that, but it's not stuff that's like, oh, this is new information. This is shit he's been saying for years and years, but now we want to act like it's new information. RJ, you checked me in the group chat. It's like, has he been saying shit? No, you pulled up articles of this dude been saying it for years and years and years. So it's like, Why you keep harping on this shit? You said your piece. Move the fuck on, bro. Why then again, when we hire a new coach, now's the time to talk about this again instead of let's just talk about Brian Callahan hire. Why do we gotta go back to the Vrabel shit? Let's talk about Brian.
Man, he has
It
to get
wasn't
the
necessarily. Go
last.
ahead. It wasn't necessarily new information. He just, he touched on, some of the things that he already had put out there. Something else that he said. First off, the Super Bowl comment or whatnot. I mean, yeah, I understand how that comment right there could, rub people the wrong way because that's the ultimate goal. I mean, shoot, if you ain't out there trying to win a Super Bowl, what is you doing? I mean, you just out there playing for money, which, it's some guys out there who legitimately don't care about Super Bowls or whatever. They want their motherfucking check. But, so, some of them will turn up for a check, too. They'll go out there and they'll ball their motherfucking asses off and, get their check. Don't be concerned about no Super Bowl. But Wesley Woodger, I understand where he was coming from with the Super Bowl comment because of the simple fact that when you going through a situation or say you at work dealing with a boss that you don't like or whatever. I mean, I'm sure most of us that went through it or whatever. I mean, you sit there and you wonder like, damn, like, do I really want to work here? Do I really want to do this, do that? I mean, it's a whole bunch of thoughts go through your head, fucked up thoughts that go through your head. Thoughts that
okay,
you particularly wouldn't speak on because it can rub people the wrong way. But at the same time, like I said, I understand where he's coming from. Of course, that motherfucker wanted to win a goddamn Super Bowl. I mean, who the fuck does it? I think he was just telling y'all what the hell was going on inside of his head. He went out there trying to throw no games or all of this foolishness. I seen people, putting that up there as well. He trying to throw the game. He wasn't trying to throw no motherfucking football game. It was just, a fucked up thought that came through his head at the time.
But the thing for me is that you publicly announced it. So not only is it a thought, but you acknowledge that it was a thought. So the fact that you had to acknowledge it was a thought means to me, speculation, just to me, that there was some action behind it, or otherwise you would have just left the thought in a thought in your head. You know what I'm saying?
Really.
Otherwise,
I just look, he said that they were having conversations about with other players saying that if they win a Super Bowl, man, he's gonna get worse. You know what I'm saying? Like his head's gonna blow up, to the point.
But as saying that, people are automatically going to start thinking that you played some things and threw some things off. So you wouldn't want to put that out there if you have never thrown a game, never done anything that was kind of suspicious. You wouldn't want that narrative out there. You would want your play on the field to stay honorable, and that you wouldn't even try to make a notion that people could question that you went through games, that you went out there and tried to Pete Rose some shit. You wouldn't want to put that speculation out there. So that's what I say. It's all speculation on me, but why would you put that out there to say, hey, we thought about not winning the Super Bowl, unless you thought that maybe some of your performances showed that you didn't give your best and that people could see that on tape. And like I said, that's all speculation, but it's still to me that, like, to Marako's analogy, bro, could you imagine though if your boss was sitting there and you was like, yeah, I don't want to do all this for my boss because his ego might be there, even though we're going to get a bonus for this and I'll make some more money. No, I don't want to make no more money and get more bonus just because it might get his ego. That's just
crazy. It ain't always about the money. Sometimes with people, though, people get fed up to the point.
But what do you play the game of football?
The money.
But what do you play the game of football for? You play the game of football for the Super Bowl. That's the whole point of the purpose, right? And why do you go to work?
Some people don't give a damn about the Super Bowl. But I'll say this though, Firestone, because I mean you making some damn good points. And I don't fault nobody for know what I'm saying, their opinion about Wesley Woodger or whatever. I mean, I don't fault nobody. I mean, it's your opinion. You entitled to your opinion. But I wouldn't have put that up out there personally. I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and tell y'all every single one of my inner thoughts because I be thinking about some fucked up shit personally. Like, for real. Like, if you could, get a camera and go inside my brain, you will probably hate the fuck out of me. But I'm a good dude at heart. But I'm human as well. So, every single thing isn't meant to be said. some of that shit you just keep to yourself. And that's why I don't necessarily fault Wesley Woodyard for what he said, because I understand, what he was going through at the time. But something that, many people wasn't really talking about out of that interview was, Rand, man. Rand a damn good dude, man. I mean, Wesley pretty much said that, he done chopped it up with Rand a few times or whatever. And man, Rand pretty much got his door open to, all the former guys. Anybody who done suited up for the Titans, man, their door is open for Rand. And that's the kind of dude that you want, leading your organization, man. Dudes that, acknowledge, the former guys that have come in here and put it all on the line for this team, man. And shout out to Ramon Foster too, man, because he actually said yesterday, because the guy was in my mentions, talking some old nonsense about, he didn't talk to Red. When did he talk to Red? He's not even all this old foolishness. So Ramon, he got in the comments, and he pretty much said that, Wesley works with the NFLPA or whatever they call it, and his job pretty much go around to, all the teams and, talk to guys or whatever. And I wish I could find my tweet or whatever where he said that is, so I can tell you exactly what he said. But, Wesley and Red had business with each other pretty much. And I think it's cool that, Red pretty much got his door open to all the former players. I mean, he takes what they says, and he takes it into high consideration. You could even tell that Delanie Walker, man, y'all see what Delanie Walker said on Instagram today? I mean, he got up under the comments and, pretty much threw it down and had to be a tight ends coach. I mean, shoot, man, that right there ought to let you know where this team is right now. I mean, they are in good hands. Will it play out on the football field? We don't know. But, we in good hands so far.
So that's a question I was going to have and propose to y'all too, is that, would y'all want Delanie to come be a tight ends coach?
Hell, fuck you, yeah.
Yeah, I would. I mean, look, man, Delanie Walker, everybody know their position.
Somewhere.
There's two great tight ends that I've seen for this franchise, man, and that's obviously, rest in peace, Frank Wycheck and Delanie Walker, man. Them the two top tight ends that I've seen in the Titan uniform, man. And like I said, either one of them, I'm cool with. Granted, Frank Wycheck can't do it, but Delanie Walker, man, you can come on and be a tight end coach, man. You know that position like the back of your hand, especially for this franchise. So,
yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like yes. I want to say yes because he was such a good tight end, but we've seen several times, just because you're a good player don't mean you're a good coach and know how to tell people how to get that trigger in their brain of how to get information to translate amongst a bunch of people, right? Because language is such a barrier that I can say something and it resonate with 50 people. RJ can say something and it'll resonate with 150 people. It's all about how you say something. So if he knows what he's talking about, he knows how to coach and teach and articulate what he means and how to get that point across. Absolutely, bro. He was a great tight end. So if he knows how to articulate that and teach other people to be like that too, absolutely. But I just don't know how he is as a coach, though. But hey, I trust if they bring him in for an interview and they hire him, I'll tell you this, I have trusted him after seeing this process.
Yeah. The process it takes to hire a coach for the Tennessee Titans now, I think I trust it just because, man, they take their sweet precious time. They make sure they question every single thing. So if Delanie Walker gets through here, and one thing about Delanie Walker, he was very technically sound as a tight end, man. It's not like he was just a freak athlete and jumping over three people. Like, nah, he ran them routes correctly, man. And I think I would love all my tight ends to play like him, so.
And he knew how to take care of his body. He knew about recovery. He knew about beforehand. He knew about what you put in your body, like all those things. He knew about that too. So he didn't just know on the field stuff and scheme stuff too, but he knew about the the preparation and the recovery of it as well.
You on mute, Marako.
Oh, God,
Hey, yes, I'm not the only one. Okay.
Yeah, I pulled the files on it. But yeah, Brian Delanie on the coaching staff. I mean, shoot, if he want to do it and they see something in him, hey, why not? I mean, these guys got to start from somewhere, and for whatever it's worth, too, hell, they put fucking Reggie Wayne on Indianapolis coaching staff or whatever.
Bro, they hired him Saturday.
I mean, it's ended, but
they hired him to be the head coach, though. That was dumb. The interim
the
head coach.
interim head coach hardly won a game. I mean, shoot, that plus two, they was in the point where God dang, they ain't give a damn about the team.
They was tanking, bro.
I think with the right title, people would be on board with former players coming in here. Would you make them a fucking DC or OC? Hell, the folk no. Not starting right out the gate, but give them a respectable position to where they're able to go out there, interact with the players, give them a position to where they can actually go out there and be an impact on a position group, man, and see where it goes.
Bro, I know Tennessee Titans once gave an opportunity to a young son of a FedEx owner that had to work his ways up through the position ranks all the way, and I believe he was a tight ends coach, worked his way up to that too.
Mm-hmm.
Then became an OC, and then he did get fired, but then was a head coach. So, bro, if you bring him in and let him work up the ranks like Arthur Smith did, you never know what somebody can turn into.
Yeah, you right about that, man. But man, Randy's comment from earlier, the draft. Who do we want to see in the draft? And I'm glad you asked that question too, Randy, because I've been seeing some people throw this around on Twitter. Man, you know where Callahan came from. Mm-hmm. You know where Rand came from. Mm-hmm. And those organizations, they done made some pretty bold moves. The Bengals drafted a wide receiver when they needed a whole goddamn offensive line. The 49ers trading 3 draft picks for a quarterback they ain't got no more, giving up multiple draft picks for a running back with an injury history, giving up draft picks for a defensive end with an injury history. I mean, they take risks. So, I'm going to throw this out there to y'all because, like I said, it's been tossed around on Twitter. With this coach and this GM, do y'all think they will actually pull the trigger and move up to get Marvin Harrison Jr. in the draft?
Oh my God! Let me start that off.
I lost you
too. Oh my God! I'm gonna say no, man. Look, oh my God, they did that, bro. I would normally, I don't know what I would think. I'll be like, bro, I ain't even looked at that type of draft scenario, bro, to go get Marvin.
Bold ass move.
Hey, you saw him at that game. He had the Houston Oilers hat on, bro.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, man. They wouldn't do it, bro. I could see them going Malik Neighbors over Joe Alt, though. I say that I can see them doing that. Now I don't see them trading up for no Marvin Harris. If they did that, bro, I wouldn't know what to say, bro. Honestly, I wouldn't know what to say.
Smiling.
Okay. So you telling me?
I'd be happy and pissed off at the same time because I want Joe Alt, bro. That's who I want, man. And he gonna help this line up tremendously. So.
Oh yeah, like I said, he
how many generational talents come out at wide receiver like this either, though? So you telling me, all right, we're sitting at 7, 4th pick comes up, and they select and Marvin Harrison still on the board at 5. You telling me you ain't trying to jump from 7 to 5 to go get Marvin Harrison Jr. real quick? Fuck that tackle position. We can go get a tackle in the second round and develop him.
It'd be interesting as
Seven
hell. I
to
ain't gonna lie, it'd
five?
be tempting as hell.
God.
It would be tempting as hell.
It can happen. It can happen though, because look at it, bro. The top 3 picks are probably going to be quarterbacks.
Correct.
Number 4 might be Olu. You know what I'm saying? Olu might go to the Cardinals. They gotta protect Kyler Murray. 5, I don't even know who's at 5 right now, but
Let me pull it up.
Pull it up, bro. Because I look at it like this. Marvin Harrison could go 5. You know what I'm saying? He could, because the top 3 picks are quarterbacks, bro. And you got Olu or Joe Alt going 4 to, because they might be like, man, we're gonna pick a lineman over Marv. Well, man, if we got Marvin Harrison, bro, I did the new era Titans, bro. Oh my
and
God.
you don't ever know. Shit, it might be a team that moves up to get a quarterback. That pushes Marvin Harrison Jr. down the board.
The Falcons did it.
Yeah, we done seen some crazy things happen in these drafts, man.
Because
Falcons went up to get Julio, and that paid out huge. You know what I'm saying? Julio, Hall of Famer.
Bro, I would love for us to go get Marvin Harrison Jr. because there's so many layers to it. For one, that's just a Hall of Famer's son that isn't just a Hall of Famer son. He's out there looking like a Hall of Famer son. He's out there playing, bro. What he's been out there doing on the college stadium is fucking unreal. The things that he's been able to do. Now his size does worry.
So the Chargers are 5? Oh my bad.
So the Chargers are 5. Yeah. So I was about to say it's Carolina, Washington, New England. Those are probably all going to go, outside of Carolina. Going to go.
It's Chicago.
Or Chicago. Yeah, it's gone to Chicago. So they're probably maybe going quarterback. But then it's Arizona, Chargers, Giants, and then us. So, bro, I'm just saying, if it's 4 and 5 right there, and he ain't been picked yet,
it's not going to take that much to move up from
7 to 4 to 5.
7 to 5. I don't think it's going to take that much.
It might take what, 3rd maybe.
They probably give up the 3rd from next year.
Yeah, it's gonna take something, but I don't think it's gonna take the haul that some people thinking about. It ain't gonna take god dang it. Swapping first round draft picks.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Expect, bro. Like I do expect them to do some shit that's gonna blow our mind, bro, in this draft and in free agency. It's just something about this group that we have, this trinity that we have, Amy, Rand, and Callahan. That's gonna they're gonna do something that's gonna blow our mind, bro. That we didn't expect.
Go ahead, pull up that comment right there, because I was just about to say. All right, so picture this. All right, Carolina or Cardinals at 4, right? All right, Marvin Harrison Jr. ain't been picked. All right, Cardinals, we know you need a wide receiver, this and that, and we're going to give you a pick. Let's move up from 4 to 7, maybe throw in another draft pick, and we'll throw in Treylon Burks for you. Go ahead, take Treylon Burks, take our 7th overall pick, and we throw in one more draft pick. We move up forward, we're going to go get Marvin Harrison Jr.
They would be the dumbest franchise.
Bro, Dennis Daly don't play.
They might tell us to keep Treylon Burks, honestly, and just give them the draft picks.
But bro, I mean, I think we can make that jump from 7 to 4 to 7. Like 7 to 4 would be harder, and 7 to 5 is more realistic.
See, this man Firestone got me ready to watch Marvin Harrison highlights.
Yeah,
look,
you, it's like a wide receiver.
I didn't think Firestone felt like that about Marvin Harrison Jr.
But, I love Marvin Harrison.
Oh yeah, Marvin Harrison. He's clearly the best receiver that we've seen since freaking Jamar Chase. Literally, like Justin Jefferson. Like he's on that level. He's on that level. He's gonna make the fuck a line that people are gonna stop blitzing us because he's out there. Him and D-Hop.
Once we got Brian and I started thinking more and more about this, I was like, this sounds like the Jamar Chase year, where they just like, well, we need offensive line, but we went and got Jamar Chase because he's just that different of a talent. And Marvin Harrison Jr. is that. And you know how sick Colts fans would be knowing they gotta face him twice a year? Oh, just go do it.
That rub that shit in.
We'll have the Houston Oilers jerseys.
His daddy was better. His daddy got 2 Super Bowl rings and all this old ass shit.
His dad was better.
bro, we would have the Oilers jerseys to piss off Houston. We would have Marvin Harrison Jr. to piss off the Colts. We would just need something for Jacksonville, and we got the AFC South.
We already had with Jacksonville pissed off Jacksonville. We had Derrick Henry for all them damn years, bro. You know he's from Jacksonville.
Yeah. And God dang it, ran all over their ass most of the time. And you know, Derrick Henry,
he loved coming to Jacksonville.
His time may be over with as a Titan, but god dang it, he put it on Jacksonville one last time before he left.
That's it, bro. He had to doo-doo on Jacksonville one more time, bro, before he get up out of Nashville.
It's just like, man, if there's a possibility for us to go get Marvin Harrison, I ain't saying we got to go do it, but you got to explore it and take it serious, man, because this dude is different. Like you said, this is the best wide receiver I've seen come out since Jamar Chase. And if you're already Brian Callahan, what better way to start off your new year as a head coach than with your own Jamar Chase? Fuck it.
Yeah, they gotta get a reason. They gotta get the fans a reason to come to them games, man. And they know this as well. Hell, they the professionals. We just fans up out here. But yeah, man. I mean, like RJ said, I expect them to do something to put some asses in the seats this coming season. But fellas,
we missed it. We had a chance to get Bosa once before. We had a chance to go get Jalen Ramsey once before. We missed on players like this before. Let's not miss this time, bro. Let's go
Brian Callahan to Marvin Harrison Jr. Oh my, our division gonna be so scared.
Him and D-Pop, and then got dang it, maybe a receiver in free agency, maybe receiver later on in the draft. I mean, shoot, they could definitely, flip the wide receiver room this coming off season.
And
we
bro,
need another Hall of Famer on our team, bro. We ain't now we losing Henry. We need another one.
I just know, like, bro, I know they'll say this. If we go grab an offensive tackle or left tackle out in this free agency, because there could be some possibility of some really good left tackles coming out if they don't get re-signed by their team. And we can go get them and then go get Marvin Harrison Jr. That's kind of what Cincinnati did in that year where Jamar Chase came out. They just went ahead and got free agency. They did draft some a little bit, but they was all in. Like, let's get this offense. Why does it matter if the offensive line is bad if we know we got a QB that can read it and we got wide receivers on the outside that'll burn you quick? It don't matter that your blitz is going to get there. We're going to get the ball out in under 2 seconds. Fuck your blitz.
I look at it like this, though. They go get Marvin Harrison Jr., bro. I'm all in what the fuck they doing, bro. I'm all in. I'm like, yeah, we getting the Super Bowl, bro. We getting one. Like, it may not be this season, it may not be next season, but it's happening.
Nah, yeah, man. You gotta take them risks to, win championships, man. I can't think of one championship team that didn't take a risk. I mean, shoot, look at Kansas City. I mean, they was, that window was pretty much open. I mean, they had fucking Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce in their prime. Alex Smith wasn't playing any bad football, but at the same time,
it wasn't championship ball, bro.
Right. They knew that Alex Smith wasn't going to be the guy to, get them over the hump. So what did they do? They went up and they got Patrick Mahomes. And they didn't play Patrick Mahomes off the rip. Tyreek Hill even said it. The guy sucked when he first came in. But that second year, you saw why they went and got that guy right there. And the Titans, if Marvin Harrison Jr. is this great generational talent, like people say he is, the Titans, the Titans gonna have to take that chance. If he's right there within reach, if he's right there at 4, they better get on the phone and start asking, like, hey, what would it take? And if he dropped down to 5, they just better say, fuck it. Here you go. What you need? We got it for you. We coming up, we getting that dude.
Boy, I'll be a happy motherfucker. And I got them buying the jersey that day. I'm buying this shit. 18.
But RJ, I told you he's gonna be on here smiling if they do it. He already thinking about look at him, man. RJ got they ain't stopped smiling yet.
I'm just saying, bro, it can be realistic, and it's more realistic because it fits this coach so well, and it's a move that you could see this GM making rather than like we will never do this. Like it fits, so it's like it feels so real because it's a real possibility because it would make so much sense to do it. Now, can we actually pull it off from a business standpoint? I don't know, but we did trade Bayard last year to get some draft capital for something. And I don't know what it is. And it's just, it's later round picks. But we got that draft capital for something. So Rand got something planned. And I hope it's a Marvin Harrison Jr., bro.
Oh, okay.
I ain't even think about trading up for him, bro. Like that's not even crossed my mind, bro.
So close.
That's crazy, bro.
So
I didn't think about it, bro. I didn't even think about that possibility until you said that, and then I thought about, damn, there is gonna be 3 quarterbacks coming off their draft, bro.
Yeah, because I mean, Chicago is kind of a jump. Like, what are you actually gonna do there? Washington, y'all gotta go get QB. New England, y'all gotta go get QB. Arizona, y'all might just go offensive tackle. Y'all gotta go protect.
They
Kyler.
might go Marv though.
They could too, but like,
yeah, y'all, we got the troll up out of here. That's what I was taking care of. We took care of that right there.
Okay. No, so it's just I don't know. You paid Kyler so much money and he's coming off an injury. I don't know if their thought process is going to be weapons first or protection first because they already gave you D-Hop. You already have Hollywood Brown too. We gave you Christian Kirk too. We've given you weapons before and you still wasn't able to stay upright and you were still scrambling in the back doing all this spectacular shit. So do they just try to make it easier for Kyler Murray, who don't already like to watch film and have his whole line blocking for him, or do they try to take another risk and go get? I don't know. That's why I say, fuck it. Let's just go get that 4th pick. Let's see what Bears do. The other 2 are taking QBs, and let's just hope nobody at 1 takes Marvin Harrison.
Facts. Y'all ready to wrap this show up for the night, fellas?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. It's been a damn good show, man. I think we pretty much covered everything, covered all the foolishness. New head coach, he got us excited.
Yeah.
I mean, we hear some stuff that we haven't heard in a while. I mean, the guy's willing to make adjustments. He pretty much said he gonna do whatever it takes to win. I mean, you want to be balanced, but at the same time, trying to win a football game. So whatever it takes, and I rock with that. So with that being said, 5 Stone, talk to him one more again.
Yes, this episode is brought to you by LionsDenBeerCollection.com. Y'all make sure y'all go check them out. Go get some of their products for your beer. They're going to have you looking in good shape. I promise they smell good too. So, fellas, if you're single and you out there dating, I promise you it's going to feel soft. They're going to love touching on it. It's going to smell good. I promise it's going to work. So, LionsDenBeerCollection.com. Use promo code Colosseum. Get 25% off your order. As well as this episode is brought to you by SunnySmilesCoffee.com. Premium fresh roasted coffee, man. Every time you make an order, they grind it right then. They roast it for you, so you're guaranteed freshness. They got great flavors, all natural. Tons of selection. They got tea as well for you. So go check out SunnySmilesCoffee.com. They currently are doing free shipping on all orders in the U.S.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, appreciate everybody joining us tonight, man. Y'all been had us turned up the last few episodes, man. And man, I can't thank y'all enough for that. I mean, we love watching them numbers grow. They keep us motivated. And we got some big stuff coming up here soon. Be on the lookout. I mean,
yeah.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I want to hit it, but I ain't gonna say a word. I'm not gonna give it away.
Gotta give that little teaser. You gotta give a little teaser.
I ain't gonna do it, but some big. We ain't never told y'all no lie. If we tell y'all we got some big shit coming up, we got some big shit coming up. So continue to watch us, get in the chat, turn up with us every single episode, and I promise y'all, we got y'all. Fellas, anything y'all want to say before we ride out?
Nah, man. I'm other than man, I ain't been this excited since before we traded AJ Brown, bro.
No, man.
That's facts.
Ronald Jamal, you got anything you want to say before we ride out?
No, I'm good, man. Hey, tighten up, man. Go on, enjoy the new era, Tennessee Titans, man. It's gonna be a good era, man. I'm telling y'all, man. I believe in what they selling me, man. Hopefully, man. Don't let me down, Titans, man. I'm ready to see some success, man. Come on.
Hey, it's all a part of the cycle, man. We drank the Kool-Aid, you know, they get us hyped up and they let us down. Then, god dang it, they fill us up with more Kool-Aid, god dang it. We gonna keep drinking this two-tone Kool-Aid, though. Putting on these damn goggles.
And no episode tomorrow. Since we did this one today with press conference, so no episode tomorrow, guys. So we won't be back till next Friday, or unless some breaking news happens between then. So make sure if you're on YouTube, turn on those notification bells so you get alerted every time we get breaking news and going live. And as well as go to TitansColiseum.com as well. Sign up for the email list. Read the articles we got there as well. That way you can always come up because, you know, off season's hectic. We go live every Friday now, but breaking news happens. So when breaking news happens, we're going live. So if you're not on YouTube, make sure you go to Titans Coliseum, sign up for the email list. And as well, if you're on YouTube, turn on a notification bell so you know every time when a show just pops up for breaking news, you know that you're getting notified as well.
Yeah, man. Go join the army, man. You ain't got to go through no kind of boot camp training or none of that foolishness to join this army right here. But salute to the veterans. I'm sitting up here with two vets right now, two of the best vets ever, man. Salute to y'all. But to join the Titans Army, all you got to do is get your ass on Facebook and join them. They've been in the chat all night long tonight, all episodes. Shout out to Brian, shout out to Melinda, shout out to Chris, everybody up over there holding it down at the Titans Army. Y'all make sure to join them. And hey, trust me, y'all gonna enjoy it. Y'all gonna enjoy it. But man, y'all know what time it is, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, motherfucker. You know what time it is. Tighten the fuck up. Let's